Hi guys, welcome back to the Our Life in Style channel. We love to cook and bake and grill and roast and fry and all of that good stuff. We wanted to do a cooking video for a while now, but we weren't sure about what to make. So about 2 weeks ago, we went to Meny and they were selling crab claws. Of course, we had to get some, and so that is how this video came about. So today we will show you how to make a crab curry using Norwegian brown crab. Please watch this video, click the like button if you enjoy it, drop a comment to let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So let's get cooking. This video is about crab curry using Norwegian brown crab. We bought the claws of the crab. There's a picture of one of the crab claws here. The crab that we are used to, and that is found in South Africa, is a soft-shelled crab, whereas the crab that we bought here in Norway is a hard-shelled variety. So that was something that we were not used to, but the method of cooking remains the same in both cases. So you can use this method for a soft-shelled crab as well. For our crab, we chose to crack open the claws a little bit before serving, and I will mention when we did that further in the video. You can also crack open the shell before you start cooking, but be aware that the crab meat may come out of the shells during cooking and it may disappear into the gravy. The preparation time for this dish will be 10 to 15 minutes. I have used a food processor, but that is optional. You can also use a knife and a grater instead, and I will mention both options during the video. Cooking time is 45 minutes. You can reduce the cooking time if you are using a soft-shelled crab. What utensils do you need? I've used a food processor, but you can use a grater and a knife to achieve the same effect. You need a non-stick spoon. It does not have to have a deep ladle. We are just going to use it to mix all of the ingredients and to move the crab pieces during cooking. You can always use a different spoon when serving. You need a big pot that is large enough to contain all of the crab pieces and that can be closed with the crab inside. And then, of course, you need teaspoons and tablespoons for measuring of spices. For our ingredients, you will need enough oil to coat the bottom of the pot. You will also need mustard seeds and cumin seeds. I have pictures of these spices coming up, so it will be easier for you to find these spices in the stores if you have not used them before. You also need an onion, tomatoes, ginger, garlic, chilies, chili powder, garam masala, turmeric, and salt. And do not forget, you also need your crab claws. First step. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your onion, you are going to peel it, and then you are going to throw it into your food processor, and you are going to leave a little bit of texture on the onions, so you do want it a little bit chunky. And I've got another picture here of the texture that you want to achieve. So for this step, if you don't have a food processor, all you need to do is take a knife and just chop up your onion finely. So almost very cubed, but very finely cubed. Next step, take your onions, wash them, rinse them off, get chilies. Now the amount of chilies depends on the amount of heat that you want in your dish. So here you can see there's 5 chilies, but you can also put in 1 or 2 chilies if you don't want that much heat. You take a little knob of ginger and then you peel off a few pieces of cloves, and then you take all of this and you throw it into your food processor. You're going to blend it, and this one you can blend it all the way. As you can see, it's a liquid. For this step, if you do not have a food processor, you're going to finely chop up your onions, you're going to finely chop up your garlic and your ginger with your knife. And what you're going to do with your tomatoes is you're going to cut them in half, and you're actually going to grate them so that you get the puree of the tomatoes. And then you'll mix all of that and you'll get the same paste as this one here. This is the pot that we used. So this pot was big enough to fit all of our crab claws, and it's a nice heavy pot and good for cooking. This picture is going to show you your mustard seeds and your cumin seeds. Your mustard seeds are pictured on the left and your cumin seeds are on the right. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take your pot, you're going to add in your oil, and then you're going to put it onto your stove. You're going to put your stove on and you're going to heat up your oil on a medium to high heat. Once your oil is heated up a little bit, you're going to throw in your onions. You're going to add a little bit of mustard seed and a little bit of your cumin seeds, and you are going to heat that up. So what you want to do is you want to achieve a light brown color on your onions. The next video is just going to show you a little snippet of our onions cooking on the stove. Excuse the loud sound, that is because we had the extractor fan on. Once your onions have browned, you are going to add your tomato paste into your pot, and this is the tomato paste that we created either by grating or using your food processor. Now you're going to add some more spices. So on the left we have, starting from the left, we have cinnamon powder, we have coriander powder, and we have some curry leaves. So you're going to add a little bit of the cinnamon, a little bit of the coriander powder, and then in this picture you can see your curry leaves on the right, and then the little red spice there is your chili powder. Your chili powder will also vary, and that depends according to your taste, and it also varies according to the chili powder that you have. So chili powders have different kind of different strengths, and it's usually written on the packet when you buy it, or if you buy it from a spice shop, then you can just ask the person at the counter whether it is a hot or a mild spice, and then you can add depending on what you prefer. So little brown spice on the top is your garam masala, so add in about half a teaspoon, and about half a teaspoon of turmeric, which is the yellow color on the top right. So now you're going to mix all of this into your tomato paste and let that cook on a medium to high heat, and you are going to let this cook until the tomato is fully cooked. Once your tomato is fully cooked, then you can add in your crab claws. So this picture is a picture of the cooked tomato, and you can see the color of it. I forgot to take a picture of the tomato paste before we added the crab claws, so I took a picture after we added in the crab claws, after we added in some of the crab claws. So that's just to show you the color and to show you our cooked tomato, and I've got a picture of the tomato paste cooking. So your tomato was also cooked on a medium to high heat. Okay, so now at this stage you are going to add a little bit of boiled water, and that's just basically what you do is you take a kettle, fill it with some water, let it boil, and then you top up your pot with some water, not too much, just a little bit so that some of your crab is covered. It doesn't have to completely cover your crab, but it's just giving it some liquid so that your crab can cook nicely in this liquid. You are going to reduce this water later on. So it's just for the cooking process of the crab, and it also helps the flavor of the gravy get infused into the crab. Okay, so the next pictures are just going to show you as your crab is cooking in the gravy. You let your crab cook for about 20 minutes in the gravy with the lid closed, And then for the last 10 minutes, you remove your lid and you let your crab cook on the same medium to high heat, and let it cook and let some of the water reduce so that you get a little bit more of a thicker gravy. So the next videos are just going to show you our crab cooking on the stove. And this is the final product, guys. So this is your cooked crab. You can see the nice color in your crab. You can see that your gravy has reduced. And you can also see through in some claws that the gravy has actually infused into the crab. Here's another picture of our cooked crab. So what you're going to do is, before you serve it, you're going to take, if you don't have some sort of pliers, or you get some seafood apparatus to kind of break open the claws and break it a little bit, and then when you serve it, it's much easier for the people to eat. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.